Okay, welcome to the Yooka-Laylee Toybox Plus. It's got a plus on it, of thing. So let's go talk to this guy, and after this I'll explain some things. Poof. Okay. Bam. Done and done. So, welcome to the Yooka-Laylee Toybox. This is the Kickstarter backer specific reward. I can't remember how much the base amount is to get this. I think it was about £20 or something. But this is basically a demo of, well, a ground up demo of what Yooka-Laylee is going to play like. And I guess the closest thing I can compare this to would be like the test arenas from like N64 games or something. So, yeah, it's kind of like that. Already, it's pretty much kind of like Banjo-Kazooie already. And I've played through this like twice because it is pretty fun. The main reason I made this video for the Yooka-Laylee Toybox is in case anyone watching hasn't been able to back it yet. Okay, so there isn't really much to do here. There's a bunch of stuff that you can look at. Again, it's mostly just a tech demo. Thanks. So it's mostly just a tech demo of what Yooka-Laylee is supposed to be. And if you've played Banjo-Kazooie, then I guess you'll be pretty familiar with the controls. There's a few things different, I think, to how Banjo-Kazooie played, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same as it was. I'll show some attacks and things in a minute for what Yooka-Laylee can actually, well, Yooka and Laylee can do. So, yeah, I'll show some of that in a minute, but basically, what we have to do in this tech demo is get all of the quills, and there's 100 of them. It's like the the notes in Banjo-Kazooie, but more feathery, I guess. So there's a few things similar to Banjo-Kazooie, and there's a few things different to Banjo-Kazooie. The first thing, I can't remember if Banjo-Tooie had this, but Yooka has a double jump. And the flutter, which is carried over from Kazooie, from Banjo-Kazooie. There's also this roll that was also introduced into Banjo-Kazooie as well, and it's used to climb steeper slopes and things, so it's pretty useful for that. And it's also, again, like Banjo-Kazooie, used to get around faster, so you'll be using this quite a lot. But there's one interesting thing about this thing, and it doesn't have an idle animation. So there's that. So there's also the spring jump, which is also in Banjo-Kazooie, but it doesn't use Laylee to do the thingy. You just use Yooka to do it. So I don't know, there's gonna be things different. It's not gonna be exactly the same to Banjo-Kazooie, but there is some similarities between the games that I kind of like. But there is some similarities between the games that you would notice if you played Kazooie or Tooie. And I think, like, this attack is really similar to the attack from Nuts and Bolts, the wrench attack. So I don't know how much, if anything, this is going to influence the Yooka-Laylee gameplay, like, at all. I doubt there's going to be, like, any vehicles or anything. Possibly, maybe transformations, no idea, but there's some things that you can do. And, yeah, things, tech demo stuff, isn't interesting. So you'll see further on in this demo that there's some hidden rooms that you can go to, and they demo some of the things that's going to be in Yooka-Laylee, such as particle effects and terrain differences and noises and stuff. Basically just the normal things that game devs would test in an area like this, which is why I compare it so much to the test arenas in like Mario 64 or something. It just reminds me so much of those, and it's really similar. There's a feather up here I missed. I think maybe more than a feather? Yeah, that's I missed a bunch of feathers over here. So here's the thing. I don't know if this is supposed to be like this or if the camera's supposed to pan up. You'll see what I mean in a minute, so well, now. So there's this bit where the camera pans up so you can see things properly. But I don't know if it's supposed to be the same for this room or not, or if they just accidentally left it out. I don't know. What's a thing? It's a thing. I don't know. I'm trying to think of things, but I'm dumb. If there was one thing I would have liked different about this demo, it would have been the choice of music. Not because I don't like Grant Kirkhope's music or anything. It's just that I think that the Jungle Trial music from the demo soundtrack that was released by David Weiss would probably fit better. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to nitpick, but that's one thing I would like to have changed. I know this is a pre-alpha demo, like a toy box just to mess around with, but I would like the other music that David Weiss made. So that explains the camera. That explains the camera at the start. Okay, so now I understand. I've played this twice, and that's the first time I've seen that piece of dialogue, so yeah. I don't know, I think this one probably works best. One thing I would like to note about this demo is it's made in Unity. So I guess this is a perfect example of how things can be made in Unity. And especially with some of the things that I've looked at before, this is a huge contrast between what can be done with it and what is just, I didn't know, what's terrible about it. There's a lot of things different about, like, the games that are made for Unity, mostly because this engine's free and anyone can use it at any time, but now anyone can just use Unreal 4 as well. Here's a neat little area. There's a little gremlin dude. Hey, let's go beat him up. I like how this is an attack. I guess that's one thing that can't really be said for, like, Banjo-Kazooie. Like, the trot that Kazooie did when lifting up Banjo, that couldn't really be used as an attack unless you had the shield, I think, then it kind of worked. Woo! Did it. I actually played Banjo last night just to refresh my memory on how different these things are, but they are kind of pretty similar, and I can get down to clan with that. Whoa. What? Speedrun in this. I'm so good at this. So here's one of the secret rooms, I guess secret rooms, and this one is showcasing all of the animation of, well, all of the animations of the little gremlin dude things. So we got this one, he's a bit spooked by something, and here's this one, he seems a bit happy about something, and here's this one, he seems about angry about something, And here's this one, he seems to be running from something. And here's this one, he seems to also be sidestepping from something, but kind of also running from something. And here's just the standard idle animation about the things, but it seems to have a wonky eye, so, you know, let's just leave us alone. But one thing I can definitely, like, congratulate this game for is how tight the controls are. It feels really, really nice to move about and things. One thing I can't really get my head around is how the camera works. It gets stuck on almost everything when you're moving around a corner or something, but for the most part it works fine. But unless it's like these odd occasions when you're trying to get around a corner or something, then the camera just freaks out and it doesn't really know what to do, so it gets stuck in one place and it's a huge pain to get it fixed again. So you can also press R1 or right bumper. Yeah, right bumper to center the camera again. But I guess here would be a good example of what I mean about the camera. So if I go around this no, okay. I want to try and get the camera stuck. Ah! No, I missed one. Oh, so it got stuck there. Well, kind of. You can't really make the camera get stuck, you kind of have to do it yourself. But I guess at one point we'll see what, here we go. Yeah, that's kind of what happens. The camera gets stuck and you can't move it, and it just gets stuck in one position. Also, I'm terrible at this. Do you think I can long jump that? Haha! I did it! I didn't need that platform. So I want to come back to that in a second. That's just a little thing to get some more feathers. Oh my god, how did I do that? First I want to come over to here, and I want to go up here, and I want to go more no, okay. These chests are lacking eyes. And teeth. Eyes and teeth. They're missing nose. So are the quills. The quills are missing eyes. I literally just realized that. But you know what? The Banjo-Kazooie didn't have eyes on the feathers or the notes, so I'll just let it slide for now, but fix it later. I need eyes on everything. Hello, I'm Yooka, and this is my friend Laylee, and we're going to venture over here. Oh my god, it's a ghost! So there's only one of these dudes hanging around in this thingy, and I presume there's gonna be more. They're gonna be like the Jinjos, I presume. There's gonna be like 5 or so per level. It's like, I think they're the only thing I can compare them to. Spooky! But the only comparison I can really draw to those is the Jinjo from Banjo-Kazooie. And I don't know if there's gonna be a real use for them like the Jinjos did in Banjo. Because if you got all the Jinjos, then you completed the game. Then the Jinjos would make a bigger Jinjo, and then the Jinjo would attack Gruntilda, and then Gruntilda would fall and die. The end. One thing the level design, I know this is just a tech demo, but what kind of a tech demo? One thing that this demo kind of does really well is level design. I know this is only a tech demo, so there's only it's only an example of how the game should really work, but the game is designed well. It rewards you for exploration. Like here, the only way you can get that chest is if you go around this way, and you go onto these green platforms, which I boogered up with. It's got that red touch. It's got the charming red touch. I would like to have seen Yooka and Laylee have some like interaction with the bot or something, just to like showcase them talking. Or the character speech or something. I don't know. I would just like to have seen Yooka and Laylee interacting. I'd like to have like some grasp of how the characters work, like their personalities and things. I would have just liked to have known if, I don't know, like if Yooka was the down-to-earth chilled character like Banjo, or if Laylee, yeah, I keep mixing the names up. If Laylee was a snarky, very sarcastic character like Kazooie was, so it would have been nice to have known that. And here's another room. We got some metal sounds, we got some woody sort of sounds, we got some water, we got some sand, we got some icy ice, which slides around. We got some grass. We got some snow, and we got some dirt. I guess it's dirt, but I don't really know. I forgot to mention this when it happened, but it seems like this has dynamic music, like Banjo-Kazooie did. I think it did in like Mumbo's Mountain and things. But I think that Banjo-Kazooie had dynamic music, and this does too. And it sounds pretty cool. They showcased it when you transfer, when you move from one part of the map to the other, and it changes the style of music. This has become much more thingy with more wind instruments and things. I don't know the things. I'm trying to move this bloody ball. Yay! A feeling that I've got from this is it's definitely much more polished than I thought it was going to be. And I can really like condemn them for this. They really didn't have to put this much effort and polish into this little demo. It does make me feel alive. Much more alive than you could ever know. But they really didn't need to put this much detail into this little demo sort of thing. Like the animations and some of the things, and this wind was pushing me with all this little particle effects coming off of it and things. They could have really just done a very basic bare bones sort of design with this whole thing. But they didn't. They went all out and did like really not complex, but very competent demo of what the final game's going to be like, and I can really, like, condemn them for this. This is a really good job. Good job, Platonic Games. You've made me happy. You've satisfied me. Good job. Balls. Don't touch the balls. They'll give you hurts. Like that. But if I remember correctly, there's a button somewhere around here that you can use to go into another secret. It's up there. Found it. Aren't I good at this game? Got it, boys. And in here we have a room full of particle effects. We got this magical purpley bluey thing. We got this icy thing. We got this other little shiny thing. We got some snow effects. We got some fire effects. We got some lightning effects. We got some embering effects. And we have this big ball with a thing going around it. I don't exactly know what you're doing, dude, but keep going at it. You get there eventually. So
there was also some water effects.
Here's a ribbit. Thank you. So I'm missing 5 feathers. I can't remember where they are. I actually cannot remember where these are. Where are they? Oh, they're in the water, that's it. Yay! Woo! Let's do this. Let's go get the thing. We've done everything we have to do. And the yay things. Yay! So after walking away from this demo and like reflecting it over the past day on what I really think about this, I really do like this, and it has made me super excited for the full release of Yooka-Laylee, and I'm really looking forward to this, and I really want to see how the full game is going to look, because there is a few things that they left out of this that I definitely know is going to be in this game, like power-ups and things. They left those out, and there's some other things that they've showcased in trailers and things that I know is going to be in the full version, but they just haven't included it for some reason. Boom. Oh, a spooky skull. Whoa. Hello, Mr. Robert. So I'm going to leave it here, and here's a torch. Cool. Look at those effects on Yooka-Laylee. It does look really nice. Look at the shadow as well. The dynamic shadows. I like dynamic shadows and lighting effects and things like this on character models. It looks nice. But this dude says something, And I'm not going to show you what it is because it's a secret. So you gotta be shush about it. You can't say anyone that is here. It's actually I gotta go because it's a secret. But again, this was just a video to show people that weren't able to get the toy box version thingy. And yeah, the toy box is on Steam, but I don't think anyone can buy it yet until Yooka-Laylee actually comes out. So if you did want to play this, then unfortunately you're gonna have to wait until Yooka-Laylee fully comes out on Steam or whatever. Stupidly I chose to have it on PS4, but I think I should have chosen to have it on the PC instead, because I play games on PC way more than I do on this generation of consoles. But again, as a demo for this and as a demonstration of how Yooka-Laylee is going to play, they did a fantastic job, and I really do want to play this. I'm super looking forward to playing this now. So thank you very much for watching. Huge thanks to the guys over at Platonic Games for making this. They really didn't have to do this, and they didn't have to put this much polish into the game, but kudos to you guys, because you didn't really have to do this, like this much effort into all of this. So I want to give a huge thanks to Platonic Games for making this. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to Yooka-Laylee fully coming out on Xbox One, PS4 and PC next year, I think. And yeah, so until then, thank you very much for watching. I don't know what you can really do to support Yooka-Laylee, seeing as the Kickstarter ended like a year ago. I'm gonna die. See you guys, goodbye.